but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready, 3. Check.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defense do on 3rd down. That's a nice start for them in this.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
15. Attack. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Watch this.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They go play fake. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Quit talking about it. I'm waiting. Patch it. Select.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Watch the run. Go. Yellow. Come on, baby.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mariota finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Plus 59. Hey, pick your game up.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Chargers have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Now Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Mariota on 3rd and 2. He's going to float this one. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And some room to work. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 79 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Yeah, and a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
Now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
And now look at him go. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Losing right now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on to throw. It's Mahomes rolling to his right. That one complete to Hill. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 4 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
57 color.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I know he ain't got it. Slam. 15.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Mahomes firing complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, it's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to float this. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Desmond King back deep. Pulled in at the 24. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Attack, attack!
Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's got some space here. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check motion.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the... This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chiefs 17. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill. One.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
49, check 49.
Recon, 132 fight.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mariota. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 56 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 46 yards.
First down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's get off the field.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Matchbox, right.
Attack!
Hayward.
50, Mike 50.
I'm coming. Mike's 50. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Mahomes now to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Switch.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
41, Chiefs 25. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's the way. Check.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 15. Check 15. Mike's 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Mahomes to throw. Gets this one to Hill. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And caught by Henry. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Yellow. That's a line. 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, sir.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. Down top. 49.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Motion. Yellow. 49. Wahoo. Mike, 49. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Come to my world. I said he's under.
Watch out.
You gotta go right here. You gotta play big.
Hey. 50. 50's a Mike. 50's a Mike.
Yellow.
He's not going to get me.
36.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down.
3, 2, 18. Drop it, drop it.
At the 46-yard line.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Here is Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock?
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, 29 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Kill, kill, kill.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Coming to you, coming to you.
On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Who cut the stream?
Yo, I ain't cut the stream. I was trying to hop in the party. Yeah, bro, that motherfucking play, bro. That shit fucked me up, man. That's nah, bro. I should have looked at the film. I should have looked at the film. You gotta play cover 4 on that bullshit because it keeps fucking. Yes. I thought it was some bullshit. Shit. Yeah, though, that shit fucked me up, man. I'm saying I threw the control at the joint like 5 times. Yeah, I threw that shit right at the couch. Yeah, this shit crazy. Yo, you got it. I can't wait to see you again, man. This shit is not gonna be like this. He's open. Come on. Yeah, I told y'all my defense is horrible. That's my issue. But I can strike with the best of them. I can go toe to toe. That was you. That was the only person that helped me to that many points. That never happened again though. I went to the Madden tutorials. Start learning how to shit.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And an alley to run. He'll get the first. Mahomes.
This fucking bomb-ass nigga fumbles.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Look, bro, man, look, cover 4. Look, if he run past this, hold up, man, let me get out of that shit. Look, he gonna run past Hey, yo, this game, something ain't right.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
I was in cover 4, bro. I don't get this shit.
74 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Facts. I realize you gotta just play man-to-man on this bitch.
Good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Yo, this shit was like 89, 90 points scored in this game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And so I said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
Man.
As they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion.
Who you got next?
Them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
Yeah, good game. I'm gonna bust your ass next time.
It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.
Yeah, man, he was, man, that fucking running back.
So for the home team here, they move back over.
Yo, I should have, man. I know it's cool though, because when you're in the league, you catch on to people's tendencies and shit, and they're gonna have to switch up sooner or later.
We'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in week 12.
This motherfucker scored 6 touchdowns.
Charles Davis and our entire crew.
Turn this thing off.